But Mangalam, we have Senco Gold with us.
We do have Senco Gold, and as on Q, a lot of the jewelry stocks are actually doing quite well. Senco Gold itself is up around 2.5%, but look at something like a TBZ up around 8%, has been a big mover all of this month. Some of the earlier known jewelry companies have seen a big move as well, debt-ridden ones, which are seeing some bit of an impact, after their settlement. So PC Jeweler, for instance, up around 4% as well. That's another stock which is up around 31% this year and a big mover too. Senco Gold, the news that's backing this company is that they've incorporated a new subsidiary called Sense Fashion for exploring new businesses in categories like lifestyle products, lab-grown diamond jewelry, among others as well. A lot of the jewelry companies are actually looking to cross-sell some of these luxury products once they establish connect with the customers at the luxury end itself. We have with us the MD CEO Suvankar Sen joining in. Thanks a lot, Suvankar, for joining in. So one believes that the rationale for that is to improve upon the relation that you've already built from a high-profile customer and try and cross-sell them some of the other luxury products as well. What I want to know is, one, the expected investment in this business over the next few years, target revenue from the non-jewelry businesses over the next few years as well.
So see, the investment that we would like to put in, against these new businesses that we are putting will be around 50 to 60 crores in the initial phase, and then every year maybe we will keep adding about 25, 30, 35 crores for the next coming 4-5 years. And as we would keep on increasing the traction, in terms of opening more number of stores or diversifying of the products, investing on the brand. So there has to be a sustainable, profitable proposition towards this. But what is most important is the opportunity that lies along with us. As you rightly said, that you're already having a group of customers who are loyal to you, who have been buying products which are mostly jewelry from you. Now, if you look at it, Sense, the brand name we're calling it Sense Fashions Limited. Now, our lab-grown diamond comes under that particular brand. The leather accessories that we shall be launching would be coming under that particular brand. And there will be more such products that will keep launching over a period of time. If we look at the international luxury market, if you see those brands, they are serving customers with a variety of products. If we look at the young generation of India today, they are aspirational. It is the upper middle class who would like to evolve themselves and with the growth of the country and economy. And as a brand which has been focusing on design, focusing on lifestyle, on luxury, because jewelry, though in India it is culturally very much integrated, but with the everyday wear and with all the various collections and designs and occasions that are coming up with, women today would like to upgrade themselves with the latest trends in fashion. And with that thought process, right, with the new age opportunities that are coming up, I think that is with which we have been incorporating this company. The operations of such products had already come under the Senco Gold Limited. This is just like a wholly owned subsidiary that has come under Senco Gold. Yes.
You decoded the opportunity size, you've decoded the rationale. 50, 60 crores is what you're looking to invest in, thereafter 25, 30 crores every year. What I wanted to know is that these leather, non-leather accessories, perfumes, lab-grown diamond jewelry, are you going to sell them under your brand, or are you going to sell third-party brands? Because there is an already established preference for known brands. To build a brand again in the luxury end may require some doing. What's your right to win here, despite having a lot of customers?
So, we would want to build our own brand. If you look at the existing brands that are there, well, most of them would not be from our own country. Many of the brands are international brands, which we as consumers would be, aspiring for the brand that they have built over the years. But then while we are globalizing ourselves and India is opening up to the global market, I think that Indian jewelry brands or Indian brands per se, nothing to do with jewelry per se, would want to strengthen themselves, upgrade themselves, focus on quality, and ensure that we ourselves create enough traction for our Indian consumers as an option for them to consider. I think that's the thought process with which we want to move forward.
So as a part of your business plan, Mr. Sen, how much do you think the non-jewelry business will contribute, say in the next 3 years?
See, the non-jewelry business over the next 3 years, if you look at lab-grown diamond jewelry, that has a big opportunity. Now, that can be up to 3%, 4% of the overall business, because in terms of the ticket sizes, they will be much lower than the jewelry ticket sizes that are there. Even for that matter, the other products would be of a much lower ticket size. So I think in the coming 4 to 5 years, I think non-jewelry business would be about 4 to 5% of the overall business to begin with.
Will be about 4 to 5%, right, of your overall revenue. And what about
Yes.
margins?
See, the margins for these kind of products are usually on the higher side. So if you look at it, like in diamond jewelry, we have a margin of about say 25 to 30%. Similarly, for such products, the margins will be in the range of 25 to 35% as well. So, as we keep moving on and keep discussing that, yes, when it comes to gold jewelry, there is a competitive intensity, there is a downward pressure on the margins. I think that, bringing out the whole concept of lifestyle, fashion, design, and also the kind of products that we are selling in, it will give us an opportunity to protect our margins while we keep increasing our business and volumes and acquire more customers. These products will help us to buffer up on the margin side.
Steady state basis, what kind of margins would you do in a business like this? Because, the first few years you will be building brand, you will be investing, and obviously, it will cause a bit of a dent to your overall book. So on a steady state basis, what are the kind of margins that you're expecting here?
So the margins for this product, if you look at the gross margin level, would be around 30-35%. The investment that we will be needing to do is in terms of brand building, would be in terms of the inventory and the products that we would be putting in. It will be in terms of the infrastructure of the stores that we shall be opening up on. So those will be more on the fixed asset side, when it comes to the store part of it. Other than that, it's all working capital. It is all about the inventory. And with your customer base, so we have about more than 10 lakh active customer base and building up and adding 3 lakh, 4 lakh customers every year. And with the young generation focus in mind, I think these will only help in to cater to their needs and their preferences.
All right. Just finally, before we let you go quickly, how things on the jewelry side? You said second quarter is when, the fireworks will start to begin ahead of the festive season. And in the geography where you are, in East India, festive season comes a little earlier than every other part of the country. How's sentiment shaped up so far? 8 to 9% sort of growth is what you've targeted this year. Is there any chance of an uptick here?
So let me tell you that post the cut of the duty rates, which happened in the end of July, I think that the whole jewelry industry has been seeing a very large traction, consumer interest. A lot of their wedding jewelry buying of consumers are being done already in this season, because I think consumers have tried to avail the opportunity of the lower of the gold prices. And the footfalls have been very well. I think that in a way, if I may say so, that it is quite unexpected, because our whole focus was the festive season of October. But then the September itself have been very, very, I would say, we are very happy with the way that we are seeing the customer traction happening. And we are very positive that the coming month of festive season will also be very good. So the target growth that we have been talking about, so Q1, we've been growing at 7.5%. That's what we saw in the after the end of the Q1 results. But if you look at the Q2, we are in the middle of September. But till August, the growth rate compared to last year has been about upwards of 15%. So you can imagine that the July and August have had substantial growth in order to make sure that YTD growth till August has been above 15%.
Oh, wow. Mr. Sen, good to hear that, and thank you very much for joining us. Market's certainly listening. Stocks moved to the high point of the day. It's up about 4% or so. Good luck with the new lines of businesses as well. We'll speak again soon. Thank you very much.